So, how does Adderall work in the brain if you have ADHD? In ADHD, the issue primarily isn't that the brain has no dopamine. It's that the dopamine signaling in the attention networks that we have isn't very efficient. And the part of the brain this primarily affects is the prefrontal cortex, the part of the brain that helps with planning, focus, and impulse control. So it's kind of easy to think about dopamine as a priority signal in the brain. It helps neurons know what information is important enough to pay attention to. So, with ADHD, dopamine can be released less consistently or cleared away too quickly after it's released. So, the signal between brain cells doesn't last long enough for those attention networks to stay organized and to know what's coming next. So, stimulant medications help in a couple of different ways. So, first, they encourage neurons to release more dopamine and norepinephrine, and this is stuff you already have stored. Second, they slow down the cleanup process, right? So normally special transmitter proteins pull dopamine back into the cell pretty quickly. Stimulants partially block that, so dopamine stays active in the synapse longer. So thirdly, they make the brain's attention circuits fire more consistently, and that's especially in the prefrontal cortex. So a helpful analogy that I tell my clients is that if dopamine signaling is like cars moving down a road, ADHD can look like traffic lights that change too quickly and signals that kind of drop out. So stimulants help by keeping the lights on longer and letting more cars move through more efficiently, more effectively. So messages are getting delivered. So this is also why a lot of people with ADHD don't feel amped up or hyper on stimulants. They often describe feeling calmer and more able to stay with a thought longer.